My 2-year-old son is obsessed with what is likely the last movie you would guess a 2-year-old would be obsessed with. It's Lorax. My son lives and breathes the Lorax, so much so that I could recite the entire movie beginning to end. But that's not what this video is about. No. Today, I am more intrigued with the deeper meaning of Dr. Seuss's masterpiece, and by proxy, the movie's true villain. I'm not referring to Mr. O'Hare, the Onceler himself, or that one bear for doing awful, awful things to the butter in that fridge. But first, we must fully understand the actions, consequences, and downfall of everyone's favorite hear me out. I mean, the pro antagonist, the Onceler. Also, you'll have to excuse the very obvious voiceover that is happening right now. Um, I found this beautiful spot to record this video out in the middle of nowhere, and the audio just wasn't really picking up all that well. So here I am sitting at my desk in my house doing a voiceover for the video that I recorded in the forest. Anyways, I will now continue. When we first hear of the Onceler, he's portrayed as almost a mythic figure. Despite his impact on the world having taken place within the past 100 years, there's no way that all of these people just forgot about him. If you tell me that in 90 years no one will remember the name Donald J. Trump, I will look at you like you're crazy. This impact that the Onceler left includes creating the most revolutionary product to ever grace the face of the earth and expanding his organization to unfathomable sizes, but also designing and founding an entire city. For what purpose, though? Why does the Onceler do this? He's not hurting for money. He obviously has it much better than most in this beautiful forest where he resides, along with all of his forest friends. It's not for the love of creating. He wouldn't be seeking to turn a profit. It's all for one purpose, and he says it himself. It's all simply for the sake of bickering. Now, if you were to ask most people what the lesson of this movie was, they would say caring for the planet, let it grow, so on and so forth. But the people that were really paying attention would say this: beware of greed. We can see this trait in the two major antagonists of the film, Mr. O'Hare and the Onceler. I mean, just look at Mr. O'Hare. He is capitalizing on air, people, the single most necessary component of life, and the little crazy baby man is hoarding it all for himself for the sake of wealth. And while indirect, the Onceler is doing the same. He never said that he wanted all of the air or all of the trees that produce it for himself. The trees were almost like a necessary casualty to him. What I'm here to ask is why? Why be willing to cause all of this reckless destruction? Because it was reckless. He may be a genius entrepreneur, but he was still reckless. The answer to the question is 100% greed. There's no denying it. Just pay attention to the lyrics of my son's favorite song, How Bad Can I Be, as well as the demo songs that didn't quite make the cut, and it's obvious. But where did this greed stem from? It's actually much deeper than you might think. Let's rewind just a little bit. As soon as the Onceler realizes he actually struck gold with his invention, what's his reaction? What does he do? He immediately calls his family, proclaiming, "We're going to be rich." One might claim he just needed a workforce, but I beg to differ. It was important to him that his family knew what happened. Let's go back even further. The earliest point we see the Onceler is when he's about to leave home. Listen to how the conversation goes.
I was a young man leaving home. Well, here I go, Mom. Off to change the world with my Thneed. I'm actually doing it.
Yes, but just remember, Oncey, if somehow your invention ends up a failure instead of a success, oh, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Nice wheels. Burn. Yeah, burn. But you'll see, okay? I'm going to prove you all wrong. Come on, Melvin.
Do you hear that? Do you hear how they berate him with insults and his response? I will prove you wrong. And he does. He proves to all of them that he's a capable businessman and inventor. But it's not enough. Even after his success, check this out.
Well, what else can we do?
Well, and this just came to me. We could always start chopping down the trees.
What?
Woo! Now you're thinking that would speed things up.
But...
No buts, Oncey. You're running a business now. You have to do what's best for the company and your mama.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to chop down a few trees.
You've made me so proud, Onesie. Come here.
Hey, I love this guy.
The Onceler continues to cater to his family even after his success brought about by the Thneed. He's not simply trying to prove them wrong because he did that. Even his mother admits that he's successful in this clip. Take a look.
Onesie, is that you?
Mom!
There he is. There's my big, suddenly successful son. Mwah. We always knew you'd make it, Onesie, right?
Hey, I love this guy.
But you always said I wouldn't amount to anything, remember?
Oh, hush your mouth. I was just trying to motivate you.
I'm really glad that you clarified that because it actually hurt my feelings for a really long time.
Wait, what? Run that back again.
But you always said I wouldn't amount to anything, remember?
Never amount to anything? This is it. This whole time, the Onceler has been trying to accomplish one goal. His desire to invent something great, his quest to bigger and bigger his corporate empire, has all been to fulfill one purpose, one need that he has. It's all to fulfill his need for validation. Just think about it. His whole life, he had been berated, looked down on, and emotionally abused. It was all done by the woman who should have loved him the most, his mother. She finally acknowledged him when he became successful because it benefited her. She used her son for her own selfish needs, and when it all came crashing down because of her poor advice and influence, by the way, she abandoned him. Ladies and gentlemen, the true villain of the Lorax, the Onceler's mother. Think of how differently this story could have turned out if she had been kinder, more supportive. Sorry, my sister's rabbit just went bat crap crazy. Maybe if she had used some of the words that the Onceler himself used to encourage Ted. The words of a parent cut deep to their children, shaping them in unforeseen ways for years to come. So, I may have said that the true lesson of this movie was to be wary of greed, but as a father of two boys, that's the most important thing I could have gathered from this story.